Ho, 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 everyone. How are you? Welcome along. It is December. 1 second. What day is it today? It's the 11th of December. Welcome along, everyone. Hope you are all well. Hope you're all having a wonderful week so far, no matter what it is you are doing. I've spent most of this week banging my head against a brick wall because there was a litany of things that I forgot to do for a pre-recorded quiz. The fact that you managed to get a pre-recorded quiz on Saturday is a testament to the amount of things that I actually missed overall. It's been that long since I pre-recorded a quiz. I was sat at the do on Saturday night just looking through and going, oh yeah, I forgot that. Oh yeah, I forgot to push that button. That's missing. I am so sorry. So apologies. I mean, the quiz itself was fine. You still had questions and all that. It was just the other little bits and pieces that I may have forgotten to do. So I have now spent this week, I now have guides on my computer, little checklists. If it's pre-recorded, have you done this? If it's JDQ, have you done this? Have you done that? So it's been a chaotic week of banging my head and going, you're an idiot. But we're here, which is good. This is live, which means this kind of is like sort of bread and butter almost, if you like. So this is, so this is me in normal mode. Whatever that might be, I have no idea. I've also just realised, looking at the screen, I've got my Christmas jumper wrapped around my shoulders. I haven't actually got it on. It's a present that I got sent, and I've my Christmas present from YouTube, and I just realised that it wrapped around my shoulders because it was on my chair and I didn't move it. So yeah, my nice little Christmas present from YouTube. I got a Christmas jumper, and then I got you can just about see it up there. I got a snow globe as well from them, which was quite sweet. Random, but quite sweet, and I very much appreciated it. So yeah, very, very much appreciated those nice little gifts from YouTube as a bit of a surprise when you get a text message on a Monday night going, you have a parcel turning up tomorrow, and you go, I've not ordered anything, which was quite a bit of a surprise. But anyway, so yeah, hope you're all well. Getting started then in just under 9 minutes time. Is that right? It is right. Okay, that was me thinking I was late, but no, we're going to be good. So I'm going to say hello to some of you fine, lovely people now while we've got time before we get started. So grab your pens and paper and get yourselves all settled in. Let's see who we've got. Good. That's short and sweet. Okay. I'll come to that in a second. Remind me before we start the quiz. That's very short and sweet from Irene. Are you Vicky, Ben, and Bob? Are you all okay? That's very, very short from you, Irene. Good luck, Vicky and Ben. Are you all okay? Is everybody all right over there? Are you guys okay? Hope everything's well. Good evening to Sir Bill, tutor of Legend Shire. Looking forward to the quiz as always with Jill and Christine, and good luck to all of the YouTube live chat legends. So yes, good evening to all of you. Good evening to the Devonshire Dumplings as well. Hello to you guys. Oh my word, what is going on with my throat? But good evening to you guys. Hope you are well. Okay, I'm getting random messages, even though people know I'm live with doing the quiz. It's not like I've not been doing this for the last 6.5 years. I get random messages about random other stuff. Where did I get to? Good evening. Hello to Donna Marie Aston, who says, can't wait for the Christmas itinerary for quizzes. It is very, very straightforward this year. Nothing changes because it all falls on the relevant days, apart from New Year's Eve. So we've got... So basically, you've got today's Thursday quiz, then Saturday, Thursday, Saturday, then the next. So 2 weeks today, I can't put 2 weeks today, is Christmas Day. And the quiz falls live on Christmas Day, which means I'm live on Christmas Day. And it is all sorted. It is all absolutely sorted. I've got a surprise up my sleeve, and it is sorted. I have had it tested. I've had it checked. It works. We have a surprise up our I have a surprise up my sleeves for the Christmas Day quiz. And hopefully, fingers crossed, you're going to love it. And if you don't like it, please don't tell me because you'll ruin my Christmas Day. Basically. But we'll get to that. That's a couple of weeks out. But hello to you, Don. I hope you are well. Good evening to Judith Williams. I like this. Ready for my dose of sanity as Christmas getting ready is frazzling tempers. So yeah, good evening to both of you guys. Hope you sorry, good evening to you, Judith. Hope you're well. I said might not be with you on this time next week as I'm down in Essex with relatives, but hope to catch up before the 25th. Is it usual time? As by then I'll be just south of you in Rawtenstall, where we might join in depending on how the big day pans out. Yeah, no, it's normal time on Christmas Day. Let everybody get the Christmases out of the way, get all your festive stuff and what have you. Get all that Christive? That's a new one. Get all that Christmas festive stuff out the way, and then you're good to go. And then I'll be here as usual at 8 o'clock on Christmas Day night. I've got a really bad feeling I'm going to be sort of responsible for a lot of Christmas arguments, because there's going to be a lot of families getting together on Christmas Day. There's going to be a lot of people who jump in and sort of decide to go head to head on Christmas Day. And I just get the feeling I'm going to cause a lot of arguments on Christmas Day, which is going to be fun. I don't mind that. I don't mind being the bearer of bad news. But anyway, yeah, good evening to you, Judith. Hope you're well. Hello to Cheryl, says, we are away again. We are in your happy place, Costa Rica. Probably not going next year because both mine and Sarah's passports need renewing, and the price of that is half the holiday. But yeah, 4 weeks ago, and we were in your happy place, Costa Rica, 4 weeks ago, and took part in the quiz from there. Tonight we're in Ghent in Belgium, playing along tonight too, raising a glass of Belgian beer to you this evening. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, no, we probably won't be able to get to Tenerife next year like we normally do, because yeah, both mine and Sarah's passports, we've done that really well. Both need renewing in the same year. Jack's all right. He's fine for another 3 years, so I might send him off with someone. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Good evening to Moogie and Phil, who are heading home after an afternoon in Meadowhall. Why? You crazy people. Although I can only assume there's some kind of event. Mind you, I'll tell you later on where I'm going on Sunday, which I think is probably to an extreme, but I'll give you all that later on. Fingers crossed we'll be sitting comfortably and ready for the quiz. You're probably still at a checkout right about now, I would have assumed, but hopefully you are comfortable and with us this evening. So good evening to both of you. Good evening to Lorna, who is solo quizzing and cheering in the fact that she's got peace and quiet from Kieran this evening. So good evening to Lorna. Hope you are well. Your score will as always improve. Hello to the usual suspects. Good evening to you, Jill and Ross. All birthday celebrations now finished for another year. They'll be back around next year before you know it, so don't you worry. Good evening to BT as well, who's very excited to be back doing the quiz tonight after moving and having no internet for a week. They've been working on the internet outside most of the week. BT and Openreach have been doing something all the way up the road. And there was, I mean, it's all right to be fair. There's been no issues. But there were brief moments where I was like, are they going to turn this off at some point? Am I going to be all right to go live? Do I need to, but yeah, no, we're all good. We are all sat here and ready to go. So yeah, hello to you. Hope you're good. Final two I've got. Good evening to Irene Joan even over on Instagram. Hope you are well. Saw you earlier on. Hope you're doing well. Good evening to Anva, who says, good evening, Quiz Maestro. Da, 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 da. That kind of thing. Well, even though Colin and Kate were sunning themselves in Lanzarote last week, we still managed to do the quiz remote control, and we were even at 45 points. And as often is the case, Kate took the tiebreaker. We're all back in cold and damp Chelmsford, and Deborah and I have a glass of wine to stir the little grey cells. Yeah, probably the best way to warm them up, I suppose. And of course, huzzah as well. Oh, and we know how you like a spreadsheet, so here's our results today, thanks to the Excel. Oh, that is shocking, Anva, but I'll give you it. But that's, Colin's got a spreadsheet. I like these. See, I like these little things where people have, take the time to, put everything together in a spreadsheet and stuff like that and keep a track of all the scores. I like the way people do that. It's clever. I like it. It just makes it. It reminds me that there are actual, and I know there are people playing before anyone thinks I've lost the plot, and I'm genuinely think I'm sat here talking to myself. For all intents and purposes, I am, but there are other people at the end of it. And it's great to see. I love those kind of things. I love the fact that you've broken that down into just as many categories as I would have done as well. Oh, that's brilliant. No, I like that. I'll have a proper look. I'll have a proper look through the figures and stuff on there afterwards. But yeah, so getting started, about a minute and a half to go, and then we are off and running into your quiz this evening. It is Quizmas. So we're continuing with the continuing with looking back over the last 5 years. 2020 and 2021 have been boxed off. We're looking at 2022 and 2023 this evening, and Saturday as well. I've just finished writing the 24 and 25 quizzes for the Christmas week. No, for next week even. No, Christmas week is something completely different. So yeah, so that's all boxed off. So yeah, I've just finished 24 and 25 this morning. Actually, I was writing those this morning. So yeah, that's what's to come in round 3, plus the usual couple of rounds as well. So get yourselves all nice and cozy wherever you are. The weather is turning, the temperature's getting a bit more frightful again. Well, we're getting towards Christmas, so of course we are. The weather outside is frightful. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. But yeah, get yourselves comfortable. I've kind of run out of things to talk about for now. I've got other stuff later on, but nothing I want to talk about with 30 seconds before a quiz starts. However, I will suddenly remember, because he didn't remind me, and I did say remind me, but he didn't remind me. Can I give a big hello to Shah and the girls at the White Regis Social Club as they have come back from a meal just for the quiz. Well, I hope to everything that is all sort of, what have you, praying to the barkeeping, etc. They've not come back from the meal to work behind the bar. I hope they are sat down somewhere nice and comfortable, and that they have got drinks in hand that they have been bought by the very grateful patrons who have looked after them all the way through 2025. I've probably got them in trouble now, but anyway. Right, I need to shuffle this way a tiny bit. There we go. Because this is my kind of compromise at the moment until I do sort of, until I get rid of the Quizmas stuff off screen. So you still get me here, but I mean like a square box. But it doesn't quite work on a rectangle thing. But anyway, so square box me up here. It is Thursday, the 11th of December. As always, thank you very much for joining in this evening. So grab your pens and paper. Get yourselves all nice and comfy and ready to go. Let's see how you do with these. Starting with history, but there is a mixed bag before anyone groans too much. Here we go. History then, number 1. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand was the catalyst and beginning of which global conflict as known today? Because they kind of couldn't call it then, because they wouldn't have known. Number 2, which of these nations maintained its policy of neutrality during the Cold War? Was it France, Ireland, or Germany? So which of these nations maintained its policy of neutrality during the Cold War? France, Ireland, or Germany? Number 3, in 1989, which symbolic event marked the end of division between East and West Germany? Number 4, in which month did the Apollo 11 moon landing take place? So in which month did the Apollo 11 moon landing take place? Most of you will probably know the year, but do you know which month? And like Earth month, not like lunar month, if it's different. Number 5, this is an artist's rendition of which civil war? There may be some clues in there if you look hard enough. This is an artist's rendition of which civil war? Number 6, the storming of the Bastille is an iconic event of which revolution? Looking at revolutions by any chance for the history round? Yes, I was. The storming of the Bastille is an iconic event of which revolution? Oh, hello. There we go. Number 7, which US president was assassinated in Dallas, Texas in November 1963? I can't even respond to that, because if I respond to your GIF, Haley, I will give away the answer to a question. But is that the only reason why you got the answer to that? Because something in that is up your street. There we go. Number 8, opening in 1825, Stockton and Darlington was the name of what that is often regarded as the world's first passenger what? So opening in 1825, Stockton and Darlington was the name of what that is often regarded as the world's first passenger what? Number 9, Wrigley's chewing gum was the first product scanned using a barcode, but in which year was it? 54, 64, 74, or 84? And number 10, how many properties south of the River Thames were destroyed by the Great Fire of London in 1666? Was it 0, 32, 100, or 13,500? So how many properties south of the River Thames were destroyed by the Great Fire of London in 1666? 0, 32, 100, or 13,500? Round 2 then, with some places for you, starting with this for number 1. Which Indian Ocean nation is famous for its luxury resorts, coral reefs, and over 1,000 islands? I wonder if anyone's been to all 1,000 of them. These are genuinely the things that do keep me up at night. Like a question I wrote, I think it's for next week, about putting on of t-shirts and stuff like that. Yeah, looking at Guinness World Records and thinking, could I beat that? Number 2, which Middle Eastern city is home to the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building? Number 3, which Southeast Asian city-state is known for its strict cleanliness laws and the Marina Bay Sands Hotel? Yeah, you do not want to be, if you've just scanned your chewing gum for the first time and stuck it in your mouth, you do not want to be eating it in this place, unless you dispose of it correctly. In big trouble. Number 4, which European country is renowned for its geothermal hot springs, glaciers, and the Blue Lagoon Spa? A train goes rumbling by. Which European country is renowned for its geothermal hot springs, glaciers, and the Blue Lagoon Spa? Number 5, which country in the South Pacific is celebrated for its Maori culture and dramatic landscapes featured in the Lord of the Rings films? Take Wikipedia's word for that. I've never seen the film, so... Number 6, which Asian capital city is known for Shibuya crossing cherry blossoms and hosting the 2020 Summer Olympics? I'm saying no more on that because there may be a further question on the summer. No, it would have been last week, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, no, never mind. Which took place in 2021. There we go. Number 7, which French city would you find the stations Gare de Lyon and Gare du Nord? Gare de Lyon, Gare du Nord. Number 8, and there's 3 pictures coming up, so you can have emoji for a minute. There we go. Name the city from this picture. I know they weren't there on Saturday. They will be there tonight. Everything is up on the hub. I have double checked, and have my new checklist to make sure that I've done everything I need to do. So if you need to see these pictures in more detail, they will be up on Quiz Hub in the break. Number 9, name the city. Again, I've left some clues in there. And then finally, just to mix it up a bit, number 10, name the country. So name the country for number 10. My computer's making a very funny noise down by my leg, and I don't know whether it's because I'm leaning on it. It's going yeah 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 at the minute. Okay, then continuing our look then at the last 5 years. If you've not been here for the last couple of quizzes, I said the round 3 first, the 6 quizzes leading up to the festive week. Rather than everybody else goes looking just solely at 2025, well, we're halfway through the decade. So I've been looking and putting together, what have I done? Name the country, you know what I meant. Name the country from the flag is what I meant. You know what I meant. Sorry, that's really confused me. Anyway, right, so looking at 2022 then to 2023 today, starting with this for number 1. September 2022 saw NASA deliberately crash a spacecraft into what? Was it an asteroid, a rogue satellite, or the moon? So September 2022 saw NASA deliberately crash a spacecraft into what? An asteroid, a rogue satellite, or the moon? It's because on my Word doc, I've got find flag and then I've got the country name on it. So when I put it into here, I then just, so I've just looked and gone, yeah, name the country. I know what I meant. Number 2, dubbed one of the trials of the century. That's not mine, and that's why it's in quotes. Johnny Depp faced off against whom in court in 2022? So dubbed, I'm assuming by various phases of the media, one of the trials of the century. Johnny Depp faced off against whom in court in 2022? Number 3, launched on Christmas Day 2021. What is the name of the telescope hurtling through space and currently sending back pictures and data never before seen? Number 4, 2021 saw a massive boom in NFTs before the market crashed in 2022. But what does NFT stand for? Is it nice, fancy tat? Is it new fictional trade? Is it now find tinsel or non-fungible token? 2021 saw a massive boom in NFTs before the market crashed in 2022. But what does NFT stand for? Is it nice, fancy tat? Is it new fictional trade? Is it now find tinsel? Or is it non-fungible token? I think there's the right one, and then another 2 of those could pretty much apply to it, but there's only one actual answer for what it stood for. Yes. How do you think I felt, Sam? I had to read it. Sorry, Sam said I read the first one wrong. I had to read it and make sure I didn't read it as you've probably read it. Number 5, 2022 saw a chaotic year in UK politics. How many prime ministers did the UK have during the year? So 2022 saw a chaotic year in the UK. In UK politics, how many prime ministers did the UK have during the year? Thank you to Stewie, says love those acronym options. The thing is, I have to come up with the joke versions or the wrong versions, and it's just a bit of an insight into my brain and thinking process at times. Number 6, October 2022 saw the European Parliament vote to make which charging point the universal standard? I think it took a bit longer to actually become the standard, but they voted for it then. Number 7, retiring in 2022. Name the tennis player pictured here. I'm assuming this picture is from probably many years previously. You may have inadvertently given away an answer for Saturday, by the way, Haley, with that GIF. Number 8, in which year did the... Oh, hang on. Hold up. Ah, that's why. That's why I thought I'd seen it in tonight's quiz. That shouldn't be there. Right, hold me 1 second. That shouldn't be there. That's why I thought it was in tonight's quiz, but it's 2022 to 2023. So that shouldn't be there. There we go. That's question number 8. That's what's confused me. Right, that makes sense now. Question number 8. Which nation won the 2022 Eurovision Song Contest but would have to find a different country to host a 2023 version? I thought, why would I put a question about that further? I mean, it's me. I would have done that. But yeah, I bet you I've put an answer in for that as well. I'll have a look. I'll have a look in the break and I'll take it out. Number 9, which Jubilee would Queen Elizabeth II celebrate in 2022? And your final one to... Whoa, oh yeah, right. So I'm going to give you... This is a rare thing. I'm going to give you the bigger version of this picture. Here it is. Okay. Absorb that. Take in that image. Okay. We're good. So, number 10, is this real or AI? So this picture is from 2022, I think. But is it an AI picture from 2022? I'm going to say 2022. It might be 2023. It's either of those years. But is that a real picture from that year or an AI picture from that year? There you go. That's your first 30 questions then for you this evening. I'll shuffle back into the middle of my screen now. Yeah, that's your first 30 questions this evening. They are up now on the hub. So head on over now if you want to have a recap on any of those pictures or questions, those first 30. They're up now on the hub, quizhub.co.uk. Scan the QR code if you can as well. That'll both take you there. Go to today's date, which is the 11th of December. Click on part 1 and then the code you need is on screen now, which is 014952. That is 014952. I know I said on Saturday in the pre-recorded quiz that they will be up there, and that is on me, and I will 100% wholeheartedly apologize for that. I forgot to push the button. I recorded it on Wednesday, did Thursday's quiz, and then I was supposed to make sure it was all sorted on Friday. So I got everything set up, I just didn't push the button, which added it to the list, and that is on me. So I do apologize for that. But I think from what I've gathered, a lot of people just went back and rewound through it. So yeah, I do humbly apologize for that. I saw while I was and I was sat in a corner of my father-in-law's 60th, trying to see if I could actually push the button on my phone, but I couldn't do it because it's all hardwired on my computer, unfortunately. But I was trying to fix it while I was at the do. Anyway, right, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and when I come back, I will give you the answers to those first 30. I'll see you after this. Push the button. There we go. Welcome back. All right, I'll go through the answers in just a moment's time, so make sure you've got those those first 30 answers written down. I'm just loading up the answer, my Word document with all the questions on, because I was just trying to see if I had the year of what that picture was for number 10, but I haven't. I did have when I first started on it, but I've taken it out. So, anywho. And I'm just looking at your connection round for tonight, which is an absolute doozy. I like that tonight. That we'll get to in a minute. Right, let me shuffle along. There we go. Right, okay, round one then was your history round this evening. So make sure you've swapped your answer sheets over. If you're in the White Regis Social Club, get your mittens on. Mittens on? No, that's the wrong thing. Get your skates on. That's the word I'm looking for. Get your answer sheets swapped over there, and make sure you're looking after those girls over there, enjoying their night out this evening. Here we go. Round one, history number one. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand was the catalyst and beginning of which global conflict as it's known today. It's World War One. At the time, it was called the Great War because they couldn't exactly call it World War One because they didn't know another one was coming a few years later on. But at the time, it was called the Great War. But now, obviously, it's known as World War One. Number two, which of these nations maintained its policy of neutrality during the Cold War? It was Ireland. Number three, 1989, which symbolic event marked the end of division between East and West Germany? It's the fall of the Berlin Wall. Number four, in which month did the Apollo 11 moon landing take place? July 1969. I can't remember the date. And it's one I never remember the date. It's July, and it was 1969. Number five, this is an artist's rendition of which Civil War? The flags will probably give it away. It's the American Civil War. Number six, the storming of the Bastille is an iconic event in which revolution? It is the French Revolution, or as Haley remembers it, Les Mis. Number seven, which US president was assassinated in Dallas, Texas in November 1963? It was JFK. Number eight, opening in 1825, Stockton and Darlington was the name of what? That is often regarded as the world's first passenger what? A railway. Number nine, Wrigley's chewing gum was the first product scanned using a barcode, but in which year? Oh, hello. There we go. 1974. That smooth way of colouring in the answer has absolutely let me down. There we go. And number 10. How many properties south of the River Thames were destroyed by the Great Fire of London in 1666? 0. It was all contained. It was actually 13,500 properties north of the river were destroyed. But yeah, south of the river, nothing actually got destroyed. There were a few properties that existed on London Bridge. But yeah, a little bit of a history for you. But owing to fires previously and the previously put in place fire breaks, they never actually made it across to the south of the river. So nothing was destroyed south of the river. Got away with it. Round two with places. Number one, which Indian Ocean nation is famous for its luxury resorts, coral reefs, and over 1,000 islands? It's the Maldives. Number two, which Middle Eastern city is home to the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building? Dubai. Number three, which Southeast Asian city-state is known for its strict cleanliness laws and the Marina Bay Sands Hotel? It is Singapore. Number four, which European country is renowned for its geothermal hot springs, glaciers, and Blue Lagoon spa? It is Iceland. Also well renowned for volcanic eruptions as well, if you want to go over there and have a look at that. Number five, which country in the South Pacific is celebrated for its Maori culture and the dramatic landscapes featured in the Lord of the Rings films? It's New Zealand. Oh, this is awkward. My nose is running and I don't think I have a... Oh, I don't know. Have I got a tissue? Yes, I have. Good. Number six, which Asian capital city is known for the Shibuya crossing, cherry blossoms, and hosting the 2020 Summer Olympics in 2021? It's Tokyo. Number seven, which French city would you find the stations Gare de Lyon and Gare du Nord? It's Paris. Number 8, name the city. That is Rome. That is the Colosseum there in the middle ground. If that there's mountains in the background and there's other stuff in the middle ground. We'll go with that. Number 9, name the city. That is Barcelona. Such a beautiful horizon. But that is the La Sagrada La Familia. Now, I know that might come as a shock for me pronouncing something in a foreign language in a perfect way, but if you're the Dover quiz, that will make a lot more sense because I worked on that for a long time to make sure that that was that was pronounced correctly at the Dover quiz. And number 10, name the country. That is Thailand. Round 3, 2020 to 2023. Number 1, September 2022 saw NASA deliberately crash a spacecraft into an asteroid. It was the DART, is it the Deliberate Asteroid Relocation Test? I feel like I'm making that up. Did I put that on there? No, I didn't. It was called DART anyway, and they fired it at Didymos and Didymos or something. I've slept since. Number 2, dubbed one of the trials of the century. Johnny Depp faced off against whom in court in 2022? It was Amber Heard. Number 3, launched on Christmas Day 2021. What is the name of the telescope hurtling through space and currently sending back pictures and data never before seen? It's the James Webb Telescope. There is some beautiful pictures coming out from James Webb, it really are. Number 4, 2021 saw a massive boom in NFTs before the market crashed in 2022. But what does NFT stand for? It is non-fungible token. Although, to be fair, nice fancy tat, I very nearly pronounced that wrong, nice fancy tat and new fictional trade pretty much do fit that as well. But the actual definition is non-fungible token. Number 5, 2022 saw a chaotic year in the UK politics. How many prime ministers did the UK have during the year? It was 3. So it was Boris Johnson, Liz Truss, and Rishi Sunak. And there will be a question probably related to that and something to do with one of those prime ministers and some quirky stuff coming up on Saturday's quiz. Number 6, October 2022 saw the European Parliament vote to make which charging port the universal standard? It is USB-C. 22, name this tennis player. That is Roger Federer. I can tell that's at Wimbledon because it's grass. Although it could be Queen's Club. Number 8, which nation won the 2022 Eurovision Song Contest but would have to find a different country to host the 23 version? It was Ukraine. Number 9, which Jubilee would Queen Elizabeth II celebrate in 2022? It's the Platinum Jubilee. Here's that picture again in big size. There we go. So is this real or is it AI? That is real. That was from either 2022 or 2023. I can't remember off the top of my head. But that is Tottenham Court Road in London. So it was in one of the storms, and the wonderful Christmas decorations and lights and stuff that they have on Oxford Street, a couple of the baubles decided to make a run for it. They got loose in the weather and went on a bit of a sort of rampage, if you like, down... let me put that out for those who've got it on mute. Yeah, so it was a bit of a rampage. They went on down through Oxford Street. So yeah, that is real. Right, tot your scores up. How are you getting on so far? 30 points available to you so far this evening. How are you doing? Still to come. Yeah, I like your connection round tonight. I like them all, though, to be fair. And that's because I'm, come up with the ideas and write them and all that jazz. So I'm quite proud of the connection rounds. I always have been. There's been enough of them. So, yeah, so I've got that to come and geberal knowledge as well. And I'm just having a look at geberal knowledge. What have we got? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, by the way, that question that I'd repeat, where I'd left a slide in round 3, I had put the answer in as well into round 3. I checked it in the break. Shocking. Right, scores are coming through. So let's see how you do with this then. Round 4, as always, is your connections round. 9 questions. Question number 10. What links the 9 answers together? And I will start with this for number 1. Which 5 had hits with I Want You Back, ABC, and Blame It on the Boogie? And you can't blame it on the sunshine. You're not allowed to blame it on the moonlight either. Can't blame it on the good times. You have to blame it on the boogie. I'm taking myself off screen for a minute. One, because that was shocking. Two, I need to blow my nose. Number 2, what is the family name of Sharon, Kelly, Jack, and the late Ozzy? So what is the family name of Sharon, Kelly, Jack, and the late Ozzy? I'm in my boy band era. I'm going a bit NSYNC. It's tearing up my heart. I've no idea. It's not on my. It's not on my. I don't. Unless YouTube's having a glitch tonight, but everything seems to be fine on my end. I've no red lights, so that means it's coming through fine on my end. Number 3. What is the name of someone who grinds grain into flour? So what is the name of someone who grinds grain into flour? No, that's an interesting guess, Haley, but no. Number 4, what is the surname of Joey, former footballer recently found guilty for offensive social media posts? So what is the surname of Joey, former footballer recently found guilty of for offensive social media posts? No, you're right. There was one of those. One of those was one of those, but it's not the connection I'm looking for. Number 5, what was the surname of the family central to the TV show Happy Days? Oh, that'll get Simeon's humans singing away. You are very welcome, Simeon. He'll forget it. Your human will then forget all about his bad ankle. You see, it's all part of the cunning process. So don't you worry, I've got you covered. But yeah, get well soon, Simeon's human with your ankle. Hope you do get better soon. Number 6, complete the sugar brand name. What and Lyle? Do you know what? Sorry. I've just seen that. It says I'm doing that thing where I've got one answer right and I'm going with that as the connection. Do you know what? One time it will pay off. It will pay off. Number 7, what is the surname of singer-songwriter and Take That band member Gary? Number 8, what is the name of a skilled tradesperson who specializes in meat cutting? Train. There's a thing with the trains around here at the moment. There's a public consultation on a new train station between Blackburn and Bolton, and one of the sites is not a million miles away from where we live, which is going to be quite handy for us, to be honest. Number 9, what completes an orbit every 29.5 days and is bound to Earth by gravitational attraction? So what completes an orbit every 29.5 days and is bound to Earth by gravitational attraction? Yes, I've had the dictionary out this week. Oh, yes. And as always, question 10, what links the 9 together? very, very quiet in our in the Patreon Discord server. They've got their own little live connections channel where they can sort of bounce ideas off each other, and doesn't it may look like none of them have an idea. Oh no, Paul and Roxy have got it. There you go. Geberal knowledge then to bring us home. Number one, which reality TV series launched in 2000 in the UK and was won by Craig Phillips? So which reality TV series launched in 2000 in the UK and was won by Craig Phillips? It was launched. It had a format somewhere else before the UK, but launched in the UK in 2000. Number two, what name is given to the dense tropical ecosystem found near the equator, known for its biodiversity and heavy rainfall? I went further into the dictionary than I probably should have done this week, but there we go. What name is given to the dense tropical ecosystem found near the equator, known for its biodiversity and heavy rainfall? Number three, name the musical that I am very, very pleased to find out is going back to the West End next year, and I will find a way to get tickets for it because it's one of my favourite musicals. It really is a brilliant musical. Number four, which iconic annual sporting event traditionally ends with a procession on the Champs-Élysées? So which iconic annual sporting event traditionally ends with a procession on the Champs-Élysées? Number five, name the historical figure pictured here. Number six, what can be the name of a versatile herb from the mint family or the first name of a TV hotel proprietor? Number seven, which alcohol is the base of the mojito cocktail? Number eight, what can be the name of a South Korean boy band or an acronym for a look behind the curtain of theatre productions where all the offstage bits happen? Number nine, the 1935 film Becky Sharp is famous for being the first feature-length what? Is it the first colour film, the first full silent film, or the first film shot entirely in a studio? And your final question this evening, who is this? So who is this for number 10? All right, shuffle back into the middle. Right, there we go. That is all of your questions then for this evening. Those final 20 are up now on the hub. So head on over now to quizhub.co.uk. The code you need is on screen now, which is 023258. 023258. That will get you into the final part of the quiz on the hub, so you can go through those last 20 answers and pictures. Right, I'm going to take a final 5-minute break. When I come back, answers to those. See you after this. Okie dokie, answers for those final 20 are coming up in just a moment's time, so make sure you've got those last ones written down. Still to come this week, you've got the final JDQ of the week tomorrow. That's available from 6 o'clock in the morning. Then you've also got Jay's Links continues and continues and continues, so that's just there every day. I'm live again on Saturday evening as well. So yeah, I'm there our usual time, 8:10 on Saturday night with another 50 questions lined up. Yes, indeed. And then on Sunday, very, 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 very happy. We're taking Jack for a little bit of a run out. When I say a little bit of a run out, it's a 6-hour round trip. But we're going to Silverstone for the lap of the lights. So if you don't know what that is, basically Silverstone Formula 1 circuit allows you onto the track to drive at a relatively nice pace, 5 miles an hour, but they've got it lit up with loads of sort of Christmas attractions and stuff. So yeah, so we're taking Jack down. I say we're taking Jack down. Jack's coming with us. It's more for me, but I'm driving, so that's going to make it. But as long as I hit the curbs, you know, hit the apex, I think I'll be fine. But yeah, so we're heading down there on Sunday afternoon to go and do the lap of the lights. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. And that brings to a close all of my weekend. Right, let me shuffle myself back into my spot. There we go. Right, I need to put some marks on. I need to put some marks on my desk so I know where I need to sit. But let's see how you do. How you did with your final 20. Yeah, I will. Don't worry. Well, I won't because I'll be driving. I'm not. I'll be holding onto the wheel and not being able to move. But I'll get some out of. I'll get some from Sarah. Anyway, right, here we go. Round 4 connections. Number 1. Which 5 had hits with I Want You Back, ABC, and Blame It on the Boogie? Jackson. Number 2. What is the family name of Sharon, Kelly, Jack, and the late Ozzy? It is Osborne. Either one of these way rounds is spelt slightly out. The one for the connect, it sounds exactly the same, but I think there's a letter that's slightly out, and I can't remember which way around it was. But anyway, number 3, what is the name of someone who grinds grain into flour? It is Miller. Number 4, what is the surname of Joey, former footballer, recently found guilty for offensive social media posts? It's Joey Barton. Number 5, what was the surname of the family central to the TV show Happy Days? It's the Cunningham family. Hey. Number 6, complete the sugar brand name. It's Tate and Lyle. Number 7, what is the surname of singer-songwriter and Take That band member Gary? It is Barlow, Gary Barlow. Number 8, what is the name of a skilled tradesperson who specialises in meat cutting? It is Butcher. Number 9, what completes an orbit every 29.5 days and is bound to Earth by gravitational attraction? The moon. Tonight we steal the moon. And so what links your 9 answers together tonight? They are all soap families, past and present, because not all of them, I don't know, saying that, some of them might still be there, I'm not sure. But yeah, soap families, past and present, I'll just say that. As long as you've got soap families, it's fine. General knowledge, number 1, which reality TV series launched in 2000 in the UK and was won by Craig Phillips? It's Big Brother. Are they still doing this on Channel 5? I know they brought it back for a bit, but they're still doing it. Number 2, what name is given to the dense tropical ecosystem found near the equator, known for its biodiversity and heavy rainfall? It is a rainforest. I will try and put the dictionary away for 2026, but we'll see. Number 3, name the musical, one of the greatest musicals, Avenue Q. Songs including Schadenfreude, and that is as far as I can go with them because it is a very rude musical, but it is very, very good. I've not seen it for many years. Number 4, which iconic annual sporting event traditionally ends with a procession on the Champs-Élysées? It is Tour de France. Number 5, name the historical figure. That is Mahatma Gandhi. I'm not doing the Ken Bruce joke. It's his joke, not mine. Number 6, what can be the name of a versatile herb from the mint family or the first name of a TV hotel proprietor? It is Basil. Basil 40 if you weren't sure. Number 7, which alcohol is the base for the mojito cocktail? It is rum. Number 8, what can be the name of a South Korean boy band or an acronym for a look behind the curtain of theatre productions where all the offstage bits happen? It is BTS. Number 9, the 1935 film Becky Sharp is famous for being the first feature-length, first colour film. So it's the first feature-length colour film. There you go. Too many firsts in that for me to pronounce. And your final question tonight, number 10. Who is this? That is Cynthia Erivo, and I have still not seen this either. I have seen the musical many, many times, but I've not seen the second part of the film yet. I'm trying to find 5 minutes with way too much going on here at the moment. Behind the scenes at Quiz Hub HQ, there is way too much going on that I can talk about on a quiz night. But yeah, still not had a chance to get out and see it, which I'm sure I will do at some point. Anyway, right, tot your scores up. How have you got on this evening? Your tiebreaker question is this. In total, how many singles has the Korean boy band released as a lead artist? It would probably help if, you know who I mean, but it would probably have helped if I put the band name back in, really, wouldn't it? Korean boy band. It's on that keyboard, you donkey. There you go. Oh, all right. Yeah. How many singles has the Korean boy band BTS released as a lead artist? As always, nearest to it gets the point for competitive players. For those of you who are adding your score to the global leaderboard, as always, of Quiz Hub, it is between it's the difference between your answer and the correct one. Diddle-dum, 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 diddle-dum. So how many singles has the Korean boy band BTS released as a lead artist? 43. There is upwards of 127 songs they have released. About 43 of them they've released as singles. But yeah, there's up to upwards of 127 where they've appeared on other people's songs and stuff like that. It's a bit bonkers the amount they've actually released. But hey, you know, they're having fun, so that's the most important thing. Right, that brings to a close another Jay's Quizmas for tonight. There are 3 more of these before the next, before the final Quizmas quiz, which will be Christmas Day. So yeah, if you missed it at the beginning, I am live all the way through. It's Christmas Day falls on Thursday, falls on Christmas Day, and it is live. I did check back through, so it has fallen on Christmas Day before. It was a Saturday, and I pre-recorded that one, but that was because we had some different kind of thing going on. But for this year, we've not got much going on, so I will be live on Christmas Day. When I mentioned this a few weeks ago, I got a few people reached out and they said, what's your logic behind it? Pre-record it and enjoy time with your family. There is logic behind it, because as much as there are lots of people playing with their friends and family this evening, there are a lot of people who are on their own on Christmas, and they use the quizzes and stuff. Because if I've not been live, I've always put a quiz out of some description and what have you. So I understand where they're coming from when they've been on their own and they're not with people. So to have, all right, pre-recorded, there'd still be a bit of the live chat, but at least to actually have a live quiz, so those people who aren't with their friends and family or are on their own on Christmas Day have still got something to look forward to, and that they're actually getting together as a group and actually feel a part of something. So that's why I'm doing it live. I'm not doing it for any other reason other than to be there for people who may not necessarily have someone to be with on Christmas Day. So that's why it's live. I could quite easily have taken the easy option and pre-recorded it, but it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right at all. Anyway, right, on that note, I'm out of here. So I will be back with you on Saturday night with another 50 questions for you to get stuck into. If not, we shall reconvene here next Thursday. As always for me, then I'll see you soon. Take care and stay safe.